talk to yourself about it.
Yeah, I agree. Those are always going to happen. It's just like most things. When you're a player, you're a conductor, anything. When you make mistakes, not if. It's just about recovery. Good, Tony.
He didn't move his shoulder. Is that good or bad? Can you do that? He didn't move his shoulder.
Well, that's not up to me to decide, I suppose. Did it bother any of you? What did you think, Tony?
I just observed it. That's all. I think he did a good job. So maybe he didn't even move his shoulder.
Okay.
But it was all in one spot though. So instead of like 1, 2, 3, it was like 1, 2, 3, 4.
What's that called?
Focal point.
Right. Did you have intentional?
Yeah, that's what I'm better at, so I've been doing that.
Yeah, and I understand that, and that's, I mean, but you didn't focal point the legato.
No.
Right. So that's,
Stylistic difference, like that's super.
sure, and it would be, it's, let me try to find the right word. I guess I'll use counterintuitive. Personally, I find it counterintuitive to use a spatial pattern, you know, the drawing on the board, the big bow tie, with a light staccato. You know, the great thing about focal point is giving us some clarity, some buoyancy, and so a light staccato is terrific for focal point. Now, I want you to be able to do it in case you change your mind someday. Again, that's one of my major goals with you guys is when you get done, you have some choices. You won't have a lot of choices because you've only had one semester of conducting. The class is called Basic Conducting, I think. But we want you to have more than one tool, right? You guys know the name Harry Beegian? Well, who was Harry Beegian? Anybody? Yeah, for a long time, and he was at Michigan State before that, and taught lots of places. And Harry Beegian used to. I went to a band director's clinic by him once, and shortly before his death. I think he died in 1991. So I was in high school, and we saw him, and I remember him talking about this notion of a band director's tool belt. He said that little baby band directors have that brand new leather carpenter's tool belt. Little baby music teachers, you know, it's brand new, it's shiny, you know, the leather's not very flexible, but it looks beautiful, and it's got like a hammer on one side, and it's got a screwdriver on the other side, right? You know, you got like two tools. You went to Home Depot and you got a couple things so you can hammer some stuff and you can screwdriver some stuff. That master craftsman, after 30 years of work, his tool belt's all coffee stained and sweat stained and ripped up, and the leather is totally malleable after 30 years. And he's got a sledgehammer and a ball peen hammer and a rubber hammer and 3 different sizes of steel hammers. He's got 18 Phillips head screwdrivers. He's got 18 different flathead screwdrivers. He's got 6 different sizes of measuring tapes. You know, when Dr. Steele's in front of a high school band, Dr. Steele's got 9 different ways he could teach how to play a correct rhythm. He could choose one of 15 different ways to get better pitch. He could choose one of the 20 different ways that he knows in order to teach blend and balance. First year band director might have 1, right? And that's just the difference. In the journey, you pick up more than 1 because you get forced to. You're going to use your 1 tool in your first year of teaching, and the kid's going to go, I don't get it. And you're going to use your 1 tool again, and the kid's going to go, I still don't get it. And you're going to get forced to evolve to another tool. You're going to get forced to evolve another way to teach the same thing until that kid goes, oh! And then you got another screwdriver on your belt. You got 2 ways to teach tempo, 2 ways to teach pitch. And over 30 years, you get a bunch of them. That's true as a teacher. It's true as a conductor. You know, Dr. Steele's got 30 different ways. Dr. Block's got 30 different ways to show light staccato, depending on the repertoire, depending on the ensemble, depending on the situation, depending on the day of the week, after 30 years of experience. I want you guys, at the end of one semester, to have 2. You know? Frankly, at anything more than 1. And then we'll build from there. So, I agree with focal point in light staccato. Absolutely. So no problem with that. I don't think you can't do the other one because I saw you do the other one. I guess my original point with this is it's just as awkward probably to do the legato espressivo in focal point as it is to do the light staccato in specialist to me. Okay? Anybody notice anything out of the beginning? Now, I went on that long point, so it was like 2-3 days ago when Brett conducted. But right beat 4 and beat 1, did anybody perceive anything besides me? Yeah.
I thought his prep was like, I don't know, it seemed abrupt, and I was caught off guard, I felt.
Okay, so the we ready, you ready kind of thing maybe wasn't 100% accurate. Is there anything else? And maybe what I thought I perceived contributed to that same notion, but who knows? Corbin?
I thought the prep might have been just a little bit quicker tempo than what he ended up settling into.
Okay, maybe. Would it bother anybody besides me? And this is an honest to God question. Just that he gave that. I thought he gave a real obvious prep 4, and his left hand was here, and it just ran again. And again, I'm not too sure if that's just too many semesters of teaching conducting, and so I nitpick over the same stuff all the time. I'm very curious that nobody mentioned it, so maybe it's not that big a deal. Maybe it's just conductor-teacher guy nitpicking all over something that really just doesn't make that big a difference. But when you see it, Brett, you can maybe make your own kind of evaluation too. Okay, so let's just do it. Tony, to your point, you know, it's not that he's not moving the shoulder, he